Peggy. Hi, Song. How are you? Good to see y'all in the chat. Welcome, everyone. Let me know that you can see and hear me okay. It's okay. Great. So I'm glad you can see and hear me. So we will be starting chair yoga in just a few minutes. So if you'd like to share any intentions you have with chair yoga, goals, intentions, the reason you showed up to class, please let me know so I can make sure I'm accommodating your needs. If you have any particular requests for me, like a specific body part you want to make sure we kind of include or focus on, please feel free to let me know. I recognize your names, so I think both of you have taken my chair yoga class before. Let's see, who else is here? Right. Hi, Betty. Hi, Athena. How are you? Good to see you all. For anybody who might be new, chair yoga is typically a gentle style of yoga. And we typically sit in the chair. And I include some breath work guidance, intention setting, and then we start connecting breath to movement in a way that's mindful movement. So it becomes sort of a moving meditation. Many health benefits to chair yoga, such as improved flexibility, stress relief, grounding, centering, mindfulness. And one benefit of chair yoga is resetting the nervous system. So we feel rejuvenated and getting out of our fight and flight mode and into our rest, digest, and repair mode, which can benefit the digestive system, the circulatory system, even your immune system. So lots of health benefits to the practices of chair yoga. But if anybody has any particular intentions, goals, requests, please let me know before we start. So without further ado, somebody said, we'll watch this video. Will this be a video be available to watch later? Lower back stretches. Yes, it should be available to watch later. All right, so we can definitely include some stretches for the lower back. Absolutely. And yes, if you have any issues locating the video, feel free to reach out to me for further assistance. We'll definitely include some lower back stretches. Anything else before we start? Well, if there is anybody new, again, my name is Kim Hamilton. I've been teaching yoga since 2017. I've been with Kaiser since 2018. And this will be a chair yoga style, so nothing too intense. And for about half the class, I'll encourage you to stay seated. And for the second half of class, I'll give you the option to stand and use the chair as a prop. I see someone requested balance. Eric, okay, cool. Well, I'll include some balance challenges using the chair as a prop. So this is advertised as chair yoga. So even when we're standing, we'll still use the chair as a prop. All right, thank you for your requests. So we'll go ahead and start in a seated position. To start, sitting on the edge of your chair, stacking your head over your heart over your hips. So oxygen, or what's called prana in yoga, can flow freely. Roll the shoulders back and down. Open the palms, close the eyes, and bring your awareness to your breath. And without trying to control, change, or alter your breath, for now, see if you can simply observe your breath. Just noticing the quality of your inhale and observing the quality of your exhale. Notice if your breath feels fast or slow. Notice if your breath feels smooth or choppy. Notice if the breath feels constricted at all. Just observing your breath as it flows in and flows out. And after checking in with your breathing pattern, take a moment, check in with your body. Scan from your head to your toes and notice all physical sensations in the body as you scan from your head to your toes. And after that body scan, take a moment, tune inward. Silently acknowledge and accept how you're feeling mentally and emotionally today. So let go of any notion of how you think you should feel or how you would like to feel ideally, and give yourself permission to honor and accept how you do feel in the mind and in the heart. So notice if your mind is dwelling somewhere in the past, maybe reflecting on something that happened earlier today, a week ago, long ago. Notice if your mind is projecting into the future to your to-do lists, your plans. Or is it easy for you to focus all your attention, all your awareness on what's happening here and now on the mat, in your chair? Notice if your mind feels clear or if your mind feels clouded. Notice if you feel focused or scatterbrained. And after checking in with your thoughts, take a moment, check in with your emotions. Maybe ask yourself, are you happy? Are you sad? Are you anxious? Are you calm? Are you content? Are you frustrated? Are you agitated? And remember, there's no right or wrong way to feel. All emotions are a valid part of this human experience. So give yourself permission to honor and accept any and all emotions you might be processing today without judgment. And after checking in with the breath, the body, the mind, and the heart, I invite you to gently place one hand over your heart, one hand over your navel. Take a moment and honor yourself for showing up to this yoga practice to refine the body, mind, and spirit for your sake and for all the lives you impact. And when you're ready, I invite you to join me for 3 deep cleansing breaths. Take a deep breath in, fill up the belly first. Feel the pressure of the hand on the navel. Then fill up the ribs and chest. Feel the pressure of the hand on the chest. Pause, hold your breath at the top. Then open the mouth, slowly sigh out. Think of releasing all physical tension. Second time, take a deeper breath in. Expand more through the belly, the ribs, the chest. Pause, hold your breath. Open the mouth, slowly sigh out. Think of releasing all emotional tension. Third time, take a deeper breath in. Expand more through the belly, the ribs, the chest. Pause, hold your breath. Maybe see if you can sniff in a little more air. Then open the mouth, slowly sigh out. This time, think of releasing any mental stress. So letting go of any distracting thoughts. Then close the lips and gently constrict the throat as we transition to Ujjayi breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And a longer exhale through the nose. Deep breath in through the nose. Slower exhale through the nose. And continue to practice bringing all your attention, all your awareness to deepening your inhales and lengthening your exhales. Now, if it's helpful, count the seconds of your breath. So maybe inhale to 5, hold for 4, exhale to 7, and hold for 4. Either way, just making sure your exhales are longer than your inhales to activate the vagus nerve and the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, as we try to bring all our attention to the breath, thoughts may interrupt our concentration, and that's okay. See if you can observe any thoughts that may arise without judging your thoughts, without attaching to your thoughts, and without identifying with your thoughts. Maybe see if you can simply observe your thoughts like clouds passing by. Maybe remind those thoughts to revisit after this practice, putting the thought aside. Then gently bring all your attention, all your awareness back to counting the seconds of your breath. And I'll be silent for just the next minute or so as we practice the art of quieting the chatter of the mind into stillness. Notice if quieting the mind and focusing on the breath may or may not be a challenging part of your practice today. And before we transition to connecting our breath to movement, if you'd like to set an intention for your practice, so you're moving with a clear purpose, with mindfulness, now's an opportunity to think of a state of being that you would like to cultivate. It can be physical or something deeper. Here's a quote for inspiration. Even seated, we are never still. Our breath moves mountains within us, and our presence grounds us like roots into the earth. In this chair, we remember, peace isn't found in the pose, but in the practice of being. So perhaps set a mantra related to presence, such as, I am grounded, I am focused, I am mindful, I am present. Any quality that you would like to call into your body and mind. For the next 3 breaths, I invite you to silently recite any mantra that's meaningful for you 3 times for the next 3 deep breaths. After that 3rd breath, that 3rd mantra, we'll start connecting breath to movement. Take a deep breath in, draw the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, draw the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. And keep practicing this, finding your own pace, your own rhythm. Should feel good. This is a simple yet effective way for releasing tension in the shoulders and neck, which is a common place we hold stress. And then when you're ready, go the other way. Inhale, shoulders back and up. Exhale, shoulders forward and down. So just reversing the direction of those shoulder circles. Continue to lift through the crown of the head. And with an inhale, draw the shoulders back up to the ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. And take your hands and grip the bottom of the chair to remind your shoulders to stay back and down. Or if that doesn't work for you, option to just interlace your fingers behind the back of the chair. And from here, take a deep breath in, draw the right ear to the right shoulder. Exhale, gently roll the chin to the chest. Inhale, draw the left ear to the left shoulder. Exhale, gently roll the chin to the chest. And practice a few more neck rolls like this, releasing tension in the neck, keeping the shoulders back and down. Should feel good. If it feels good for you, maybe circle the head all the way back and around, doing a full head circle if that feels right in your neck. And then go the other way. Nice and easy, no need to rush. Awesome. Then with an inhale, lift the head over the heart, swoop the hands out and overhead. Exhale, grab the left wrist, And draw the left wrist to the right until you feel a nice deep stretch down the left side of the body. So you should feel this in the shoulder and the waist. Keep the chest open. Big breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, center. Exhale, grab the right wrist. Draw the right wrist to the left until you feel a nice deep stretch down the right side of the body. Take a big breath in. And a longer breath out. Inhale, back to center. Swoop both hands out and up. And exhale, twist to the right. Take the right hand on the back of the chair and the left hand on the outer right thigh, gazing over that right shoulder. With an inhale, think of finding a little more length through the spine, growing tall. And as you exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale as you lengthen through the spine. Exhale as you deepen the twist. Take another big breath in. Longer breath out. Good. Then inhale, face forward. Swoop the hands out and up. And exhale, torso twist to the left. So take the left hand on the back of the chair, right hand on the outer left thigh, and gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale as you grow longer through the spine, and exhale as you twist a little deeper. Inhale as you lengthen through the spine. Exhale as you deepen the twist. Take one more deep breath in. Longer breath out. Great, then inhale, face forward. Exhale, toe, heel the feet wide. So heels in, toes out. Just widening your stance. Now we're going to do a seated, wide-legged forward fold to decompress the lower back, decompress the whole spine, open the hips, should feel good. Take a big breath in, swoop the hands out and overhead. Exhale, bow forward until you feel a stretch that feels good to you. So you can stop halfway like this, or you can go deeper and just relax your shoulders and relax your head as much as you can. Maybe shake your head yes, and think about what you want to say yes to in life. Maybe shake your head no. Think about what you want to say no to in life. Maybe shake your shoulders, relaxing as much as you can into this fold. Now, as we decompress the spine, we also want to decompress the mind. So notice any thoughts in the mind. And if you notice your mind trying to cling to regrets of the past or worries of the future, see if you can let those thoughts go for now and allow your breath to ground you to this present moment. Allow your breath to anchor you to your intention. And from here, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly curl up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. It's important to slowly curl up so you don't get lightheaded. Slowly stacking your heart over your hips and your head over your heart after we started. Good, then toe, heel the feet, back to hip width apart. From here, take a big breath in. Exhale, hug the right knee to the chest. As you do this, keep the spine straight, shoulders back and down, lifting through the crown of the head. And just point and flex this right foot a few times. And then circle the right foot around in one direction. And then go the other way. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. Good. Inhale, hug the right knee into the chest. Exhale, slowly lower that right foot down. Other side, take a big breath in. Exhale, hug the left knee into the chest, rolling the shoulders back and down, lifting through the crown, and then point and flex the left foot a few times. And then circle that left foot around in one direction. Go the other way. And with an inhale, hug the left knee into the chest. Exhale, gently lower it down. So now we're going to do a little seated march. There's different ways to do this. So if you just want to focus on flexibility, you can use your arms for support. You take a big breath in. Exhale, you can use your hands as much as you need to. Draw your knee to your chest. And then slowly lower it down. Big breath in. Exhale, draw the left knee to the chest. Exhale, lower it down. Now, if you do want to focus on a little strength in the chair, option to create your own resistance by pushing your hands into the tops of your thighs and your thighs into your hands. So take a deep inhale. Exhale, right knee to chest. Inhale, lower. Exhale, left knee to chest. Creating your own resistance with your hands. So this is optional. Practice a few more rounds like this. Do a combination of both. Good. Then interlace your fingers behind your right thigh as you hug the knee to the chest. Then with an inhale, straighten that right leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, cross your right ankle over the left thigh, making a figure four. And take the heels of the hands on the hip creases. Gently push down into the thighs. You want to keep that right foot flexed to protect the knee. Deep breath in. Longer breath out. And with an inhale, swoop the hands out and overhead. And exhale, fold forward if you want a deeper hip stretch. Now, if upright feels good to you, you don't have to fold forward. Remember, listen to your body. Part of the practice is listening to the body and finding what feels good. You only want to stretch to the point of subtle resistance, not strain, not pain. Relax the shoulders, relax the head, and just breathe into the right hip. Remember, we want to maintain those slow, deep, conscious breaths throughout the whole practice. Maintain that ujjayi breath, breathing in and out through the nose as much as you can. Great, from here, big breath in. And exhale, slowly curl the spine back up. And with an inhale, hug the right knee to the chest. And exhale, slowly lower that right leg down. From here, big breath in. Exhale. Interlace your fingers behind the left thigh, shoulders back and down. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, cross the left ankle over the right thigh, making that figure four on the other side, flexing the left foot. Take the heels of the hands on the hip creases, gently push down. Big breath in. Longer breath out. And then if you'd like to go deeper, Inhale, swoop the hands out and up. Exhale, bow forward until you feel a deeper stretch in that left hip. Relaxing the shoulders and relaxing the head. Deep breaths in. Longer breaths out. Releasing tension in that left hip, creating a little more space, a little more openness. And take another full inhale. And as you exhale, slowly curl up the spine. Good job. And now we'll alternate legs with our breath. So inhale, hug the left knee to the chest. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Inhale, hug the right knee to the chest. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Couple more. Going back to that seated march. Great. And next, plant your feet down. Inhale, swoop the hands out and overhead. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your head. Pushing your head into your hands and your hands into your head. So you're lengthening and strengthening the neck while opening the shoulders and chest. We're going to do a little seated cat-cow. So as you inhale, push the head into the hands more. Open the elbows and open the front of the chest and shoulders. And as you exhale, round the spine, draw your chin to your chest and draw your elbows in towards each other to touch. And we'll practice some more. So inhale as you arch. Exhale as you round. Inhale as you arch. Exhale as you round. Keep practicing this, finding your own pace, your own rhythm. Inhale as you arch. Exhale as you round. Should feel good. Inhale, sit up tall. Keep your hands interlaced behind the head. Exhale, shift your weight to your feet and stand. Then take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees and sit back down. That's it. We'll just keep standing and sitting. Inhale as you stand. Exhale, slowly sit. Inhale as you stand. Exhale, slowly sit. Keep this up, finding your own pace, your own rhythm. So we're working the muscles that often get neglected if we have to sit a lot for our work at the desk. And this is something you can do at a desk anytime you just need a little movement because you're feeling stiff. This position in the upper body is really good for correcting posture, especially if you're actively pushing your head into your hands. That means you're lengthening and strengthening the neck. Counteracts that hunching we often do seated at a desk. And the next time you stand, just hold here. And then rotate around so the chair is in front of you, however you need to do that. I'll guide you through a series of standing stretches. And we have the option to use our chair as a prop. Take a big breath in, swoop the hands out and overhead. Exhale, grab the left wrist, draw the left wrist to the right, like we did seated. Inhale, center. Exhale, grab the right wrist, draw the right wrist to the left, hips to the right, deep side stretch. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together and press the hips forward so you're opening the front of the chest. Then with an inhale, interlace your fingers behind you, close your wrists, really draw your fists back. Exhale as you bow and walk your hands down the chair. Now, if you can stop at the center of the chair, if that's enough for you, that's intense, just stop there. If it's accessible for you to go more, maybe go all the way to the chair legs or even the floor. Again, only stretching to your edge of subtle resistance. So you don't have to go as deep as I do. From here, inhale, bend the left knee and reach the right arm high, opening the right hip and the right shoulder as you twist. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the right knee, reach the left arm high, opening the left hip and the left shoulder. Exhale, forward fold. Then inhale, bend both knees a lot. Exhale, walk your hands up the chair, all the way back up. Curling the spine back up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Now let's talk about mountain pose. So when we stand up straight, mountain pose in yoga is about full body awareness. And if you practice mountain pose correctly, that can help you have healthy posture over time. So ideally, your feet are just 2 fists apart, spreading your toes wide. Feel your weight distribute evenly on all 4 corners of the feet. Practice rooting through the heels so much that you feel your leg muscles turn on and your kneecaps lift. Practice slightly tucking in the tailbone, creating length and space in the spine. On each exhale, practice hugging the navel into the spine. Draw the shoulders back and down, reach down through the fingertips so much that you feel the chest open. Draw the chin inward and lift through the crown of the head. So you're lengthening and strengthening the neck. So take a moment, feel all your muscles consciously activate here. Feel this alignment and breathe. Great, so now we're going to practice that same sequence we did twice more. Inhale, swoop the hands out and up. Exhale, grab the left wrist, side stretch. Inhale, center. Exhale, grab the right wrist, side stretch the other way. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, pressing the hips forward. Inhale, interlace your fingers behind you. And exhale, bow forward. So walking your hands down the back of the chair, making your way to a forward fold. Then with an inhale, bend the left knee and reach the right arm high as you twist. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the right knee, reach the left arm high, twist the other way. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend both knees. And exhale, walk your hands up the chair if you need, or just curl the spine all the way back up to mountain pose. Great, let's do it once more. Inhale, swoop the hands out and up. Exhale, grab the left wrist, side stretch. Inhale, center. Exhale, grab the right wrist, side stretch the other way. Inhale, center. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the chest. Inhale, interlace your fingers behind you. And exhale, bow. Walk your hands down the chair if you need to a forward fold. Inhale, left knee bends, right arm reaches high, twist. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right knee bends, left arm reaches high, twist. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, slowly curl up the spine. Walk your hands up the chair if you need, taking your time, all the way back to mountain pose. Great job. So next we're going to rotate our bodies. So the chair is to the left side of us. My chair is on my left side now. Make sure you're in mountain pose. Feet 2 fists apart, feet nice and straight, toes spread wide, tucking in the tailbone, shoulders back and down. You can take the left hand on the chair to help with stability. We're going to practice some balance moves next. So from here, take a big breath in. Exhale, shift your weight to your left foot. All 4 corners of the left foot should be grounded. Draw your right knee to your chest. See if you can keep it floating for a big breath in and a long breath out. Good. Now keep a tiny micro bend of that left knee. We're going to circle the left hip. You can take the right hand on the hip if that's helpful. Inhale, bring the right knee out. Exhale, circle it down and around. Focus your eyes forward. Inhale, right knee forward. Exhale, circle it out and down. Keep the eyes focused on something still. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, circle it out and down. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, circle it out and down. Right foot stays flexed. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, circle it out and down. One more. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, circle it out and down. Hold mountain pose for a moment. Now really focus your eyes forward on something still. Your point of gaze is called your drishti in yoga. When you keep your eyes focused on something still, that's what helps your balance the most. All right, so now we're just going to circle the other way. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, shift your weight to your left foot. Draw the right heel to the hip. So we're going to inhale, draw the right knee to the side, and then exhale, circle it forward and down. Just reversing the circle. Inhale, knee to the side. Exhale, circle it forward and down. Inhale, knee to the side. Exhale, circle it around. Inhale, knee to the side. Exhale, circle it around. Good. All right, so now we're going to do a balance challenge yoga pose using our chair for support. So keep the left hand on the chair for support. Take a big breath in. Exhale, shift your weight to all 4 corners of your left foot. Bend that right knee, draw the right heel to the hip. See if you can take the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Now you can keep a micro bend in that left leg. So the left knee is a little soft, tucking in the tailbone, lifting through the crown, stretching the quadricep while challenging the balance. Now option 1 is just to stay here. If you want to go deeper, take a big breath in. Exhale, push the right foot into the right hand, lifting it higher and higher, and maybe even let go of your chair and reach that left arm forward. So that's more of a advanced move. If you want to try it, go for it. Steady your gaze, steady your breath, steady your mind. Good. Then when you're ready, gently release this. You can take the left hand on the chair, using that for support. Awesome job. All right, so next we're going to turn around and practice those same moves on the other side. So take the right hand on the chair. You can bring the left hand to the hip. Focus the eyes. Find your drishti. Remember mountain pose, all muscles activated. Big breath in. Exhale, shift your weight to your right foot and draw your left knee to your chest. Notice how my left foot stays flexed. Next, we're going to try to practice those knee circles. You can keep a tiny little bend in that right knee. Keep the eyes focused. Inhale, draw the left knee to the side. Exhale, circle it down. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, circle it out and down. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, circle it out and down. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, circle it out and down. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, circle it out and down. Good. Now we're going to go the other way. So inhale, knee to the side. Exhale, circle it forward and down. Inhale, knee to the side. Exhale, circle it forward and down. Couple more. Keep the eyes focused. Keep those right toes spread wide. Good. Then lower that left foot down. From here, take a big breath in. Exhale, shift your weight to your right foot. Squeeze the thighs together as you draw the left heel to the hip. See if you can take the left hand on the top of the left foot. Option 1 is to stay here. Option 2, if you want to progress, take a big inhale. Exhale, push the left foot into the hand, lifting it higher and higher. Maybe even let go of your chair and reach the right arm forward. Steady your gaze, steady your breath, steady your mind. And when you're ready, take your time, gently release. Good work. So now we're going to turn back around. We'll practice one more balance move, tree pose. So finding mountain pose first, that's your foundation. Remember all those cues. Take a big breath in. Exhale, shift your weight to your left foot. Open the right knee. Start by taking the right foot to the inside of the left ankle like a kickstand. Bring the left hand to the chair. You can bring your right hand in front of your heart. Now, if you feel very, very stable, maybe slide the right foot to the calf. Or you can use the help of your right hand, bring your right foot to the inner left thigh. So your right foot should be above or below the knee, not directly into the knee. Now, if you need to keep the left hand on the chair for stability, just keep the left hand on the chair. If you feel very, very stable, maybe bring your hands to your heart. Steady your gaze, steady your breath. And as you gaze at your drishti, maybe take this opportunity to visualize something in your life that you would like to manifest. Imagine something happening in your life, something unfolding that you would like to see for your own sake and for others. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, maybe reach your right arm up or both arms up and out. Grow your tree branches. When you feel ready, take your time and make your way back to mountain pose. Great. Then rotate around. So we're facing the other direction. Your right hand is on the chair. Make sure your toes are spread wide. Root through the heels. Slightly tuck in the tailbone. Shoulders back and down. Big breath in. Exhale, open the left knee. And start by taking the left foot to the inside of the right ankle like a kickstand. Bring your left hand to your heart. Or your right hand to meet it. If you feel stable, bring your left hand to your right calf or all the way to the inner right thigh. So make sure your left foot is above or below that right knee. Embrace the wobbles. That's part of the practice. That's part of the process. These balance poses are meant to be challenging. They're not meant to be easy. The more you practice, the easier they'll feel. But be patient with yourself. Keep tucking in the tailbone here, activating the glutes, shoulders back and down, and lifting through the crown. And as you gaze at your drishti, if you'd like to visualize something manifesting in your life, maybe an area of your life in balance and harmony, Or maybe visualize something manifesting in the lives of others for the greater good. Take a big breath in. And exhale, reach the hands up and out and grow the branches. And whenever you feel ready, take your time. Make your way back to mountain pose. Great balance challenges. All right, bring your chair in front of you. Take your hands on the top of the chair. We're going to do a nice deep stretch. Big breath in. Exhale, walk your feet backwards until your body is in a perfect L shape. Your hand should be on the edge of the chair, relaxing the head. So this is a great stretch for the whole spine, opening the lower back, the upper body, stretching the hamstrings, opening the shoulders. Big breath in, long breath out. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Good, and take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk your feet forward. Next, we're going to bring our chair behind us. We're going to practice standing and sitting. Maybe this time, we'll get some arm movements in. So inhale, reach the hands out and up. Exhale, as you take a seat, just cactus the arm. Inhale, stand, arms up. Exhale, sit, cactus the arms. Yep. Practice a few more. Finding your own pace, your own rhythm. The heart rate up just a little bit here. If you've been sitting all day, it's good to do these movements. Our bodies are meant to move. Bodies are not meant to sit all day and be sedentary. Movement is like medicine. Awesome. And the next time you sit down, just hold there when you're ready. We're going to toe heel the feet wide again. Heels in, toes out. We're going to do some seated twists here. Should feel good. We'll take a big breath in. Exhale, take the left hand on the inner left thigh. And as you push the left hand into the inner left thigh, draw the left shoulder down and gaze over the right shoulder. And inhale back to center. Exhale, take the right hand on the inner right thigh. Draw the right shoulder down, gaze over the left shoulder. A few more rounds. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. And keep practicing this, finding your own pace, your own rhythm. Maybe visualize wringing out the spine of toxins and impurities. And with each exhale, maybe think of releasing any energy that's no longer serving your highest good. Great. And then when you're ready, toe heel the feet back underneath the knees. With an inhale, swoop the right arm up overhead. Exhale, bend the right elbow. Take the right fingers to the mid back. And the left hand on the outer right tricep, pushing the back of the head into this top arm. Big breath in. Long breath out. Now, option one is to stay here. Or if you want to go deeper, bring the back of the left hand to the lower back, bending the left elbow, reaching for your fingers to clasp. Now, if they don't clasp easily, just make the effort. Maybe just grab your shirt. So this pose is really great for correcting posture and counteracting hunching, which we all do when we're at a desk. So think of pushing the back of the head into this top arm. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. Great, and when you're ready, release. Other side, inhale, reach the left arm up overhead. Exhale, bend the left elbow. Take the right hand on the outer left tricep, pushing the back of the head into this top arm. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. Now you can stay here or go deeper by bringing the back of the right hand to the lower back and just reaching for your fingertips to touch. And even if they don't clasp, making the effort is great for posture. Lifting through the crown. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. Good job. And then when you're ready, release your hands. And next we're just going to inhale, fill up the belly, the ribs, the chest. Swoop the hands out and up. And as you exhale through the mouth, bring your hands to your heart. Now, as you exhale through the mouth, think of really opening the mouth wide, releasing tension in your jaw. Maybe even take your fingertips and just massage your jaw for a moment, or even the heels of the hands. If you have to talk a lot for your job or just in life, our jaws can get really tense when we relax our jaws, send signals to the rest of the body to soften, relax. Good. Let's do a few more of those cleansing breaths. So inhale, fill up the belly, the ribs, the chest, swoop the hands out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Two more. Inhale, fill up all the way. Open the mouth, let it go. Again, inhale, fill up all the way. Then open the mouth, slowly sigh out. And gently release your hands on your thighs. Roll the shoulders back and down. And then take a moment and just close the eyes. And with the eyes closed, just tune into the intuition of your body. And any movements, any stretches that your body is telling you it needs. I invite you to just honor the intuition of your body. Stretch, move in any way that feels good to you. You can redo any of those poses we did before. Just kind of tuning into the body. That's part of the practice. Might feel good just to kind of shake out the wrist. Maybe just kind of shake the head, rock your head. This is your time to just sort of explore. And then whenever you're ready, make your way back to stillness. And with the eyes closed, take a moment bring your awareness back to your breath. And notice if your breath feels different from when we started. Scan through your body. Notice if your body feels different. Then take a moment, tune inward. Notice any subtle shifts in your mood, your mind, your energy. And perhaps reflect on that mantra, that intention you set at the beginning of class. And next, I'll do 3 cleansing breaths, and the third time I'll chant Om to seal our practice with the sacred sound of peace. You're welcome to join or listen. Inhale, fill up the belly, the ribs, the chest. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, fill up all the way. Nice long cleansing exhale. Inhale for Om. Om. Hands to your heart one more time. And if you'd like to join me for a final moment of gratitude, think of one thing in your life that you feel grateful for today. Any one thing, big or small, that you feel grateful for in your life. And allow this grateful feeling to grow, wash over you. And may this grateful feeling carry with you. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your chair yoga practice with me. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns about any of the practices we did today. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. But otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. Go in peace. Take care. Your nervous system should feel reset, especially if you were doing those conscious breaths. That Om chant at the end can also reset the nervous system. That's why we do it. But if you have any questions about that or any of the balance challenges we did, just type a message. Let me know. You're welcome. I'll get a little closer. You're welcome, Song. Thanks for joining. You're welcome, Betty. You're welcome, Peggy. You're welcome, Althina. Tatiana. Very welcome. Glad you enjoyed the practice. Feel free to ask me anything before you go. If you have any questions, be happy to offer any additional support. I hope you feel a little more connected to your body, grounded, centered, and present, so you can integrate that sense of mindfulness and presence into your daily life. How do I find this video later? So you should get an automatic email from Kaiser. But if you don't, you can shoot me a message and I can see what I can do. You're also welcome to follow my YouTube, which is Yoga Flow with Kim. There's chair yoga practices on there, just like this one. And they're all free. There's also other yoga practices. There's still meditations on there. There's just seated breath work, standing breath work. There's even healthy recipes on there because part of the yoga philosophy is also eating healthy. And so there's lots of content on there. Feel free to check that out as well. And I do think Kaiser still has one of my chair yoga videos on their channel too. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Don't hesitate to ask. Oh, no worries. People accidentally raise hands all the time in these meetings. No worries. Then, well, without further ado, I will go ahead and go get ready for my next job. But thank you so much for sharing, and hope to see you soon.